looky here. We got a Spino. Let's see if this will work on a Spino. Never tried it with a Spino. Let's see if we can get him in here. Try that first. Uh-oh, there he goes. Ooh. Is he in here? His foot's in. Ooh. He's mad. Can he get out? Oh, he's in. Ha ha! Let's see what happens. Oh, we got my... Oh, he got me. Ow. Ow. Don't stand in front of the window. Can't hit him. This might not have been a good idea. He's not happy. I got him that time. He's not getting out, that's for sure. Just gotta make sure I don't get hit again. Oh, that wasn't good. Don't miss. Can't afford to miss. He's working on my stations. We'll see if any of them are damaged when we're done. Uh-oh, he's coming over here to me. Ah, run. Start running. There we go. He's running now. He can't get out. What level is this guy? There he goes. What health do I have? 44 health. Well, I only have 100 health. I don't usually bump health up. Look at that. A 280. A 280 Spino in this boat. Look at that. How much damage? All right, didn't do any damage to any of this stuff. Not even my storage box in the back. This is not a good place to put the smithy, that's for sure. I have to figure out something else for that. Bed's not damaged. Boat's not damaged, I don't think. Nope. Let's see about it up here. Didn't get broke up here? Everything's good. Yep, that's good. Oh yeah, baby. Ha ha! Everything's perfectly fine except for that smithy that was in front of the window, which was where he got me too. Okay, so there you go. You can get up to a Spino in here. Welcome back, all you OGs out there, whether you're an online gamer, an original gangster, or just an old geezer like me. This is Yuli 1961 for Old Gamers Never Die, and hey, I'm once again on Ark Ascended. We're gonna do another boat build. I promised in my Juggernaut video that I had a build for a Leeds killer and Rex trapper that would work on official settings, and so today that's what we're going to do. So just to make sure that I'm not cheating anybody, let's go to the settings real quick so you can see what settings I'm using to build at. So go out to the main menu. We're going to start. We're going to go here and we're going to go to game rules. And if you remember last time, we went to structure and we turn disable structure placement collision on so that we could build wherever we wanted to. I have turned that off, which is what it would be on official. And then under advanced, under miscellaneous, we upped our platform structure limit on the Juggernaut build to 5. We're putting it back to 1, which would be the official rates as best I can determine. So here we go. Now I am not disabling my mods because if I do that, I wreck my entire server build, but I will not be using any mods. The mods I have are Super Spyglass, Cryostorm. We're not going to be putting any modded materials on this boat. Here we go, single player. And we're going to go into creative mode. And we are once again going to start with a motorboat. There's our motorboat. Put a little bit of gas in here. And we're on. Okay, we're going to do the same trick from Toast Bloke on putting foundations on here. So you do need to turn the boat around and you need to get it, the front end, close enough to land so this pillar can work. And we're going to turn the boat off because we don't need to run the gas right now. There we go. Turn it off. Okay, so now what we want to do, just like in the Juggernaut build, we're going to get our pillar out, and we're going to place that right in the center of the boat and this handy dandy spot that's on the motorboat. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to lower the pillar down until that rotation mark goes away, and then we're going to move it back up just to there. Right on it. Yep. And place it. Okay, now I can first person. I don't like third person. Some people do. I don't care for it in most situations. Okay, we're going to go right again. We're going to put that ceiling on top of the pillar. We're going to place our quarter wall right here on the back right side if you're looking away from the motor. And then we're going to place a foundation here, which should cover the motor up. So if you're in the right place, you're covering the motor with that foundation. One there and one there. Now we have the back end of the boat covered. We can go all the way around. If you're too close to the shore, it won't place the foundation. Just back up some. We're going to have to back up anyway, so it won't be a big deal. If you have to back up to place those foundations around the front, you do have to be close enough so that that pillar trick works. If you're not close enough to the shore, you're not going to see the rotation. Now, we got to move out because we're too close to do much building. Don't have to go out far. This is not as big a boat as a Juggernaut because we got these build limits to contend with. There we go. Turn you off. Okay. So now we're going to go with ceiling tiles, and we're going to go as far out front as we can go before it won't work anymore. So, all right, now we're going to come down the side. And as a point of reference, what you want to be able to do is, let's go ahead and put this door down just so you see where it needs to go. Get the wall out. And we want to go and turn this into a double door. And we're going to step it out one. So this is the frame that the motor's on. We want to go one ahead of that and put the door down. And then on the side of the door, we're going to want one wall, and let's make it, we're going to make this a solid wall because we learned a lesson from the capturing of the spina that you saw at the very beginning of this video. So we're going to want a regular wall, and we'll turn it that way. That's good. That's good. And then we're going to put a window wall over here, and then over here we're going to put a triangle sloped wall. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Okay. And now we are going to use the sloped roof pieces. And we're going to bring them out one from the end. And then we're going to turn them around and we're going to come back this way. There, there, and there. And then we're going to come down this side. Here, here, and here. Now for these little edges, we're going to go to the rectangle roof and corners. We're going to do the corner piece. So hit R one time or whatever it is on your setup. We go to the corner pieces. We'll clip those in right there. Okay. Much simpler build than the Juggernaut was. All right, now we're going to want railings. And with the Juggernaut, there was walls here and places to go. This boat is not big enough to do that. But you have to have something to keep the critters from running away. So we're going to use metal railings, which is the quarter wall piece and railing. So we're going to put that there. And we're going to put them underneath and turn them into railings. Just like that. All the way around. Now what this does is this is the barrier that keeps the critters in here. Okay, you have to have this all the way around. If you don't have this all the way around, they will get out. The Rexes, the Spinos, anything big enough to step out is going to step out. But if you have these in here, they can't step out. As long as you don't have doors in here. As long as these doors aren't open like that, they can't get out of here. Once they get 1 foot in, they get their back foot in here, they're stuck. They can't run, they can't get away. Even if they kill you, respawn and come back because they're still going to be in here. All right, so that's the dino trap part of it. Pretty simple, huh? Now, let's build out the back end of the boat. We're not going to be able to go out very far because we're limited on our pieces. So we're going to go out 2 walls out from behind the motor, and we're not going to expand this area. We just don't have the pieces to do that with. So we're going to put in our walls, and we're going to use regular walls, just like that. And we're going to leave this back one open. No fancy door on this one. Again, we just don't have the room if we want to get everything in here. Now, if you want to cut down on pieces and use some economies there, that's up to you. It's your boat. Build it your way. But if you want to get everything that I'm going to have in here, you got to close that back in now. So now we're going to put in some stairs. And we want to go this way. And now we're going to put on some more roof pieces. Or ceiling pieces. The whole thing. Not out there. Except for right here. And then we're going to put in a hatch. And we want it to point that way. Let's get rid of this. And you can get up here without any problem. All right, and on this side, we're going to put on Captain Fat Dog's RG trap because it is freaking awesome. And by the way, links to Captain Fat Dog's page and Toast Bloke's page are going to be in the description of the video. Make sure you give them a shout out, go by, give them a like. Let them know that you really appreciate all the work they do, come up with the traps and designs that they do. Okay, we're going to turn this into a double door. One there, one there, one there. We'll get a sloped roof piece. Make it a roof piece. And then we'll put in the door here. And that's done. We got our nice RG trap. We have all this room back here, and then we have some room back here. So now we got to go do the underside of the boat. Not as extensive as a Juggernaut. Mostly it's going to be, we're going to need our sloped roof pieces. Very similar to what you had on the front end of the boat. It's always fun building underwater. I could turn the water fog off, but yeah. And all we're going to fill in is just this front part over there. We're going to do the corner pieces. They'll cooperate. And then we're going to use the sloped triangle to seal this in. And then we'll come back down. We're going to do these ceiling pieces under here. And we'll make sure they're just ceiling pieces. And then on the back side, in the center here, we're going to put a set of stairs. Now, you can use this area to carry your tames in if you want to. I put stuff in here, so we'll get there. We need a ladder here. And now we just got to seal in the back part of the boat. More for aesthetics than anything else. We're going to use our sloped roof pieces, turn them back into sloped roofs. And get them to line up. That'd be good. There. We'll close these off with the triangle pieces. We're not going to do corners here, just the triangles. Okay. Now you can do a lot of different other things down here because it's based on what you want to do, but what I'm trying to do is make sure I have enough pieces in my piece count to be able to do everything I want. All right, now for our Leeds defense, we want to make sure we've got that on here just like we had on the Juggernaut. So we're going to put turrets down. I understand the latest update, or one of the latest updates, you can now put the heavy turrets on boats. I have done it on my unofficial server and it works, but it's up to you what kind of turrets you want to have underneath it here. If it works and you want the heavy ones just to be sure you don't get snagged by the leads, then that's up to you. But the regular turrets work fine in my experience, so that's what we're going to go with. Okay, and then you set your turrets up. Make sure you set it for what you want it to target. If you go out there and haven't set that, it's liable not to shoot at the things you want to shoot at. And let's see if we can exclude some stuff. What's swimming around out here right now? We don't want to waste ammo on the icky fish as much as I hate those things. We sure don't want to do that, and we don't need to waste any ammo on shooting on boats. You can put that on there or not. If you're playing single player, you're not gonna have to worry about it anyway because there's nobody over here. I'm not filling this part in and making it look pretty because I don't have the parts to do it with. And then we're going to send this to all of our turrets, doing that, and then we're going to pin code it. I had somebody ask why I pin code these things after the Juggernaut video, and I guess I didn't explain, but you'll put a remote switch inside of the boat, and that way you can turn these on and off when you want to from inside the boat, and you can turn them all on at once and turn them all off at once. So when you're pulling into docks or to land your boat, you can turn them off. Or if, you know, trap a dino, you don't want to shoot it while it's trying to get in there. And then when you get out in deep water again and you're worried about the leads, you turn them all back on. And if you forget, it's handy to be able to do it from inside the boat when you're getting attacked by a Leeds fish. Okay, so I said you could put stuff back here and carry your tames. I would put railings around if I was going to do that, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do a little bit different. We're going to put on our other defense. And that is, we're going to have to put on these. Now, if you have it on snap, it's going to say it doesn't work. So unsnap it. And then it should fit in here. I just try to center on there as best I can. One there. And one there. Cool, huh? So now I can go up here. I can get to my ladder. Everything's great. Now I'm going to show you another trick. Something else we may want to do when we're out traveling. This is a base boat as much as it is a fighter. So we're going to put in our cooker back here. Now, this is a PVE build. I do not build PvP builds because I don't play PvP, and it would be silly for me to try to do that because since I'm not playing it, I would do something stupid and y'all would say, that doesn't work, Yuli. So we're gonna, again, it can't be snapping because it won't work. Unsnap it and bring it, slide it back as far as you can. And you want to use that ladder as kind of a guide and just slide it back to the center as best you can. And boom. Okay. The X plants will still grow here. Not a problem. And you can go through the center, get on this ladder, and go up. Okay. We want cookers, but we got to have water. So we're going to use a water tap, and we're going to use one metal tank. It's all we have room for. I'm sorry. But the good thing is on the island, it rains a lot. So we're going to take our water tank, and we're going to put it right here. And if you put the snapping on, it'll snap right in the center of that thing. Boom, it's done. Now the temptation will be, hey, I can put more down. Don't do it because you're going to run out of spots. And then we're going to put our water tap down. It doesn't matter where you put it down, but I like to put it back here so it's just out of the way. And we'll put that right there. Boom. Now, when it rains, the reservoir will fill up and it will water the cooker and the crop plots. Okay, so we got that done. Let's go inside. Let's see what kind of room we got in here to make some stuff work. Okay, the video, the Spino trap that I covered at the very beginning of this thing. I stood here and I got nailed. And you know what else got nailed is the smithy I had sitting here. So we're not going to put the smithy there. We're going to start on this back wall. We're going to start working our way forward. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come back over here and we're going to put in our generator. Because we're going to need that to power everything, right? And you want to go in just like that. Cool. All right. And then next to the generator, we're going to put a preserving bin. As far back as we can get it. There. Beautiful. Now, next thing that's going to go in here. And it's just going to fit, so you're going to have to play around with it a little bit, but we're going to put a bed in here. Use the bunk beds. It's probably easier if you just use a single bed, but we want to have 2 spawn points. So we're just going to play with it for a minute, and we will get it in here. Sometimes it helps if you stand at the motor and then just bring it forward and then slide it back till it.
One eternity later.
Boom. Okay, bed's in. We can get to that. We can get to that. Everything's cool. Wonderful. Now, can we get in and out of the bed? Let's make sure. So let's lay down. Let's get up. Yep, we can get out of the bed. Wonderful. Okay, and then next to the generator, we're going to put in our chem bench, and it should snap right where it's supposed to go. Let's see, chem bench. Boom. There we go. Got a chem bench in here. Next to the chem bench, we're going to put a fridge as close as we can get it. And that locks in there. And then we're going to put in a couple of air conditioners. And they should slide right in there like that. Okay. So the next thing after the air conditioners, we're going to put in our smithy. We're going to have to push it down as far as we can go so we can get everything in. So we can get it pretty close there. There. We're snapped in. Now we're going to put in our grill. And we want to move it as far down as we can get it. And set it up. And now the thing we can do, hate to do it, but it is what it is. We're going to put in a small little forge. The Indie Forge just won't fit on this contraption. It will if you do some finagling up here. It looks horrible. And even for a PVE where you don't have to worry about somebody pulling it off the back of your boat, it just looks bad. I can't do it. So we're going to use that one piece and we're going to put in a forge. All right, now the next thing we're going to need is a fabricator. So we're going to put this in as close to the motor as we can get it and as far back as we get. Now remember, you got to be able to get back here and get to that refrigerator. So we're going to slide it back just a little bit. We want to be able to get to the forge too. So right about there, and you may have to put this down a couple times until you can get it to see. I can't get back in there this time. So we're going to pick it up. Good thing is you can pick these things up and mess with it a little bit more until we get it right. Back up a little bit. Maybe I can judge better. It's kind of a balancing act. You got to get it right in the center. So you can get around here. Yes. We get around here. Yes. Okay, perfect. There we go. Now, without the window here, and that's why this is now a solid wall and not a window wall like on the Juggernaut, that should protect this stuff in here if stuff like a Rex or something is biting in here. It doesn't give you anywhere to go to shoot. So you're going to have to shoot from this box right here, and it get dicey. But remember, if you get killed, you can respawn. You don't want to put anything over here just because it's going to get broken. The only thing I would put in here is your remote. So we're going to put that in. It looks good right there. There. Beautiful. So now I can turn my turrets on and off inside the boat. I don't have to worry about doing it, but just putting the pin code in. Okay, we put gas in here, didn't we? We did not. Let's put some gas in here and make sure everything works. Okay. That's working. That's working. Fridge is working. ACs are working. I'm not going to freeze or... If I get in here, I can cure my overheating. Fabricator is working, but we're not going to leave that thing on because it's too freaking loud. Can turn on the grill. Yep. Can access it. I can. And of course we can turn the forge on if we put some wood in here. Okay, everything is accessible. And for the pin code on here, the thing you want to remember is you come over here, it's going to automatically be on activate. So if you hit E, you're going to put these numbers in and all of the turrets are going to go active. I have any ammo in them right now, so they're not going to do me a lot of good. This does not impact explants. If you want to turn them off, hold down E and make sure you go to this deactivate or close pin. Because if you just keep hitting the ones here, which is what it defaults to, then you're not going to turn them off. There we go. See, now they're turned off. Everything's great. Okay, so we'll get explants grown up in here. We'll have... Does this work? It does. As soon as it rains, that'll be full of water, and we can make kibble or whatever we want to make back there. We got our RG trap that is operational. All the comforts of home. Now, do we have any spots left over? One way to tell, especially if you're in creative mode, build something easy if you're not, but see, I can still place... How many of these? I can place 2 more things in this boat. That is it. But yeah, you use crop plots or anything that you've got that'll set on the boat, and you can tell how many extra things you can put on here if you really got into a bind and wanted to trick it out a little bit better. Actually, let's try something. I wouldn't do this because it's going to use up your stuff, but I used to be able to do this. Oh yeah, you can do this. You could put your explants on the side of your boat like that if you wanted to, and you could have 2 more explants on here if that's what you wanted to do. It's your boat. Make it how you want it to be. Save those 2 spots so you'll have a ramp that you can put in here to get your critters out. I think I've done everything. I think I put everything in here. Everything that'll fit, and everything works. Okay, well, will it kill a Leeds fish? Well, you saw it trap the Spino at the beginning of the video. This is the only setback to having this thing right here. Let's do this. Let's move this because it really doesn't need to be here. Let's put it right here in the center. There. Now we can get in and out of here without running into that. That's better. I like that better. But you can taunt your tames or your critters that you want to tame up here. You know, you better have that open. Because when they start coming, you need to get in here and get this closed. Because as long as it's open, they can get you. And anything you're standing here, they can get you. So you just need to be careful and thump them when they're not looking. Sometimes when they glitch through here, you can shoot them too. But your best shot is going to be through here. All right, let's take this thing out and test it out on some Leeds fish. Okay, so instead of waiting all day for Leeds to attack us or go out and find one, let's just play the same game we played on the Juggernaut. I'm going to go spawn in 3 Leeds and send them at the ship, and I'm not even going to be on here. Surely nothing bad will happen. All right, I'll get a little bit of ways away so I can at least get the carnage going before they go crazy. So let's spawn in some Leeds. 1, 2, 3? Oh, let's do 4. Why not? Let's go see what happens. There's a boat. Oh, they're going after it. 1 down. 2 down. Oh, he got a... They're getting a little bit of a chance to chew on it a little. Not much. 2 down. 3 down. And that one's leaving. Like, I've had enough. I ain't doing this no more. Is he gone? Is he really gone? He left. Something's munching on this one. I guess he just twitched. You okay, dude? All right, let's go see what kind of damage we got. Maybe the other guy will come back. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go see. Here's the boat. What do we got? None. No damage to the boat. Now, if you saw the Juggernaut video, you know that, and if you've got a boat, you know you're going to take some damage potentially on your boat. Even if you got it locked in with foundations, you're probably going to take some. But they didn't even get to the boat hard enough to do any damage this time around. I'm impressed. Nice job, boat. Well, that's the jackknife for you. She's a Spino Trapper Leeds killing machine. If you're wanting to build this thing, hopefully this tutorial has helped you out some. Hey, if you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. It helps me with all the YouTuberisms out there and gets me more noticed out there on the internet. And if you're looking for a place to hang out, check the Discord. The link is in the description below. Come out and hang out with the OGs. Always glad to have you. We've got servers for Ark Ascended, Ark Survival Evolved, Conan, both Exiled Lands and Savage Wilds, which is a modded server. We've got Valheim, 7 Days to Die, and Atlas. Yeah, that one too. They're all free to play. Come on out. I do have people go through the Discord just so I can keep track of how many people are playing and how many slots I need to have open. And it's a lot of fun playing with everybody. We've got a really good group of people out there playing. It's all PVE. It's for fun. People are helping each other out. If you need to learn a game and you're kind of nervous about doing anything but single player, come on out and play with the OGs. They're love to help people. It's awesome. It's a great community. Well, thank you so much for coming out and clicking on the video to watch it. I hope it helps you out and you're traveling the oceans of the Ark and maybe safe from some of those big old bad Leeds fish. Get you some prime fish meat. All right, y'all take care. Stay safe. Be good to each other. And until next time, this is Yuli signing out.